Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle and I'm doing a reading for Aquarius today in all placements. And it is timeless in general, so take what resonates. And if it really doesn't, feel free to check out any of my other channels, any of my other videos. I don't have other channels yet. I might though. They all my other readings are timeless in general. And by the way, when I say all placements, I simply mean that we all have everything in our chart. Believe it or not, we may not have certain signs that are as prominent, like in a certain um, like planets. And like a lot of readers will say sun, moon, rising, Venus, and north node, but it can be any of the other ones too: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Chiron. Maybe you don't have a planet in a sign at all, and it could still, it's one of your houses. Or anyway, I'm not an astrology expert, and ultimately tarot is not astrology. It does not astrology doesn't define tarot. Tarot is simply tapping into energy, and anybody can be in that particular energy stream. So you just have to trust yourself and know that if something's resonating, then it's probably for you. Okay, that said, I'm going to go with the Enchanted Map Oracle to begin. Get the baseline of the story, what's going on, and then clarify with some other decks. Thank you all for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and helping my channel to grow. I really appreciate it. And oh, Redbeard K made it. I can't even. You're here. And the first one in. Very exciting. Thank you for joining. Yeah, if you're seeing this, it's probably for you. Okay, so we have Golden Palace in reverse, number 23. And Bruna, hello. Thanks for joining. We have Coming Apart, 46. What is going on, Aquarius? Peaks of Joy, 33. Well, I like to see that. Okay. All right, let me pull out my little book. So I'm still learning these cards. Okay. Golden Palace. Let go of your tight hold on what you believe security should look like. Now is the time to conserve your energy and count your blessings. Resist the pull to become miserly. There will be enough money, love, youth, food, and shelter to go around. A mindset of fear and lack will shut off the flow of true abundance. Trust in the tides, because the flow always returns from the ebb. Chop wood, carry water, as the Chinese proverb says. Practice faith, and the treasure will be revealed. In fact, you'll find it in plain sight. Wow. Conserve your energy and count your blessings. Yeah, okay. Yeah, faith, have faith, basically. Which is not always easy, especially when you're getting the squeeze, as I call it. But that is the time when you need faith more than ever. So coming apart. See, yeah, something's coming apart. Now is the time to take separate paths. The coming apart card is a sign to put an end to what is no longer working for you. Has a commitment been broken? Perhaps you need to break a promise or change course because you took on more than you could handle. This is a perfect time to reassess your goals and values. Are your actions in alignment with what you believe in? Have you created a partnership that is not mutually beneficial? Separation, dissolution, and dispersion are all in focus now. If someone wishes to break away from you, don't chase the relationship out of a sense of fear. The price you'll pay will not be worth the prize. Separation brings good fortune. Another way to say this is it's a blessing in disguise. Um, but that can be difficult. For having to let something go that we've invested in, that is meaningful to us in some way. Very often we humans cling to what we know, cling to our expectations of what we want. And this is all talking about just needing to have faith that if something is ending, if you're needing to move in a new direction, just know that it's happening the way it's supposed to. It's happening because there's meant to be growth. There's meant to be something better coming along your path. Peaks of joy. I mean, there it is. That's what's coming. So, your life is filled with happiness, so share it with others. Joy is yours today. No matter what your inquiry, you will be happy with the results. You're coming closer to a sense of achievement, and you've worked hard for it. You're surrounded by true companions and events that are synchronistically arranged to bring you to the next level of your life. The world is singing a beautiful harmony. Life is exhilarating and hopeful. Let gratitude fill your heart and remember to share your happiness. Joy is contagious. And this kind of spoke of gratitude as well. Focus on the things that you have, the things that you are grateful for, rather than what is leaving, as best as you can. There's something so much better coming, and we've got the butterfly there. Oh, we've got some kitty confirmation. um, there's major transformation it could be already happening for you. You're going through some kind of metamorphosis, and it all kind of revolves around you lightening up. She's floating there because of literally raising your vibration, your frequency, your energy, and trusting that you're being led somewhere, and there are people there to support you. You're being led somewhere where you're going to experience immense joy and happiness. Are those two, is that redundant? I don't know, not really. Two sides of the same coin? No, it's not even two sides. It's one side of it's anyway. Blah blah. I'm gonna go with the Lightseers deck. I want to know more about this current situation and what's going on. Kitty is very excited that things are going in such a good direction for you. Okay, so we've got the Three of Swords. And the Hanged Man, that's Pisces energy. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. This is speaking. This is exactly what's happening. Is you are dealing with some kind of heartbreak, some kind of something that's really painful. But what it's doing is it's helping you to gain some kind of new perspective. you're being forced to take some time out. Like there's no forward movement currently in a situation, but it's happening so that so that you can prepare or be prepared for some kind of new opportunity that's coming in, that's being presented to you. This this is where the peaks of joy come in. When this offer comes in, whatever this is, you're gonna get kind of, it's gonna click for you. Oh, this is why this happened, because I needed to learn something, or I needed to, yeah, I needed to expand my understanding of myself, of the world, of a situation. It's expanding your awareness. And then it's like, and through that, raising your vibration. She's got the light here. It's like having some kind of epiphany, and now being able to attract in what it is you want because of focusing on what you're grateful for, what is working, learning how to think in a new way, see things in a new way. So we go with the Tarot del Toro. I want to know what the challenge, what's the challenge that you're facing, or what is challenging about this situation besides the major heartbreak. Queen of Discs, Queen of Pentacles, Five of Wands, pretty sure that's Wands. And the Devil, Capricorn energy. I feel like I mentioned getting the squeeze. And that's kind of my term for when everything in life just kind of, it's the perfect storm. It's everything comes to this point where you just feel like you're like, oh god, everything kind of sucks and is really painful, and I don't know what to do. But it's also that point when we are kind of forced to surrender, because it's like, I can't do anything else because I like almost can't breathe. Um, and so you're being forced to kind of fall back on what you have available to you. The Queen of Pentacles is very resourceful and understands the um, the benefit of putting in effort to get a payout. Can't think of the right word. You know, to get what you want, you got to put the work in. But the thing is, you're dealing with somebody here who they have a different idea about what you should be doing, what they want you to do. There's some kind of arguing or conflict of some kind. Now, it could be that you have a conflict with somebody who, like somebody who has Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Um, but it, it's tough because when you're dealing with this devil energy, there's there's some kind of, maybe you feel tied to this person, and you're having trouble um extracting yourself from the connection. Or maybe there's like a trauma bond between the two of you, um that again, it makes it really difficult to navigate this situation, especially if you're like trying to you're trying to work through something, and this person doesn't they're not on the same page as you. I don't know, maybe there's some kind of obsession involved. Somebody wants to take part in, hmm, I don't know. It, it's like you just can't get on the same page. And there's a need for this connection to end, or to veer for you to veer off from one another, because you can't you're just having too much trouble seeing eye to eye. There's some kind of toxicity here within this dynamic that is sucking the joy out of you, of them. Like and this is why this this is what's causing you to have to see things from a new perspective, because maybe this person is somebody that they're very meaningful to you in your life, but it's just not working. And so it's challenging to unchain yourself. What's happening in here? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's go with the Mystic Mondays Tarot. Hey, Linda made it. Hello. Thanks for joining. Okay. So, what are your hopes and dreams? What are your what are you hoping to get out of this situation? The Hierophant. Taurus energy. Princess of Wands, aka the Page. And Temperance. Sagittarian energy. Yeah, see, maybe you're hoping, I don't know, the Hierophant can be a lot of things. It's like it can speak to institutions, including the institution of marriage. Um, it can speak to traditions, like traditional values. It can also be um, kind of somebody who is in they're kind of like a spiritual mentor, guide, um, someone in a position of power, kind of in a more spiritual sense. So you could be hoping that maybe by following a traditional path that leads you to feeling Feeling optimistic for a new beginning. Could be where you're hoping that somehow something works out with this person that you've been having conflict with, where you can have some kind of new beginning with them. Maybe they're quite a bit younger than you, or they just have a more youthful kind of energy. Maybe there's a child in the mix. But mostly I'm seeing that we have the eye here at the top of the pyramid. And I feel like this speaks to gaining this new perspective. You want to be able to see differently, see better, so that you know the direction to take, or you can kind of tap into um, that excitement for something new, because you know that's going to help bring things into balance. Maybe you've been struggling with addiction, or maybe there's somebody who, they're kind of like like your drinking buddy or something. Somebody who you get up to things with that aren't necessarily very good for you. And this is all about kind of the hedonistic aspect of life, and of you know like your behavior being very hedonistic. And here with temperance, it's like it's practicing moderation. It's recognizing where you've been going too far, and maybe that's a part of the traditions too. It's like um realizing that you need to follow some tried and true path. Like, for example, if you've been struggling with drinking, with alcoholism, going to AA, for example. It can be just about anything, though. Ultimately, what you want is to find balance. To get to a point where you understand that um any kind of new beginning that you have in your life, that you start on, it's going to take time to get where you want to go. It's a journey. And so practicing balance as you work towards what it is that you want. There's some kind of new beginning here that you are really hoping for. And it does speak to this peaks of joy. So this could already be on your radar. Maybe you've already talked to some people, talked to an advisor, or there's somebody that you know who you think could give you some sage advice. So what is hidden? What is coming in that you don't see yet? I'm going to use my Guardian Tarot, my creepy tree friends. We've got the Page of Swords, Three of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. I feel like there's somebody here who is they could be they could be spying on you, not in a creepy, malicious way. They're kind of keeping tabs on you. Somebody who feels like you're a part of their soul tribe. This is somebody who either has a lot to offer, probably they do, a lot to they feel these very loving, sweet feelings for you, or they could see you as somebody who is very loving and kind, very intuitive. This is somebody who I think when you meet them, if you haven't met them yet, you're gonna just there's gonna be an instant recognition. Like, oh, where have you been? I missed you, even though you've never met before. There's kind of that past life thing. Um, Somebody could be doing some kind of research on you and what you're up to. Especially um, if you've already begun something new with this Ace of Pentacles, because of having gained this new perspective. Somebody potentially sees you and they're very interested in what you have to say. We've got the bird there. There's you're getting somebody feels like you're bringing them a message. You have some kind of message to share, or somebody that there's somehow they're getting a message from the universe that you have you mean something, that they want to spend time with you. This is all about celebration and connection in relationships. It can also be a reconciliation, but ultimately with this Queen of Cups, there's all this sweetness and love and beauty. Somebody has a lot to offer. And the Queen of Cups, sometimes her cup um, is closed, and it's because she doesn't just give her cup to anyone. And I say her because it's a queen. Anybody can embody this energy. We all have masculine and feminine, but it's like it's being very particular, very very discerning about who yeah, about sharing one's cup, whether this is to someone else, whether this is I feel like this is somebody else wanting to make you an offer and be like, I I have something special here, especially because this kind of looks like a lotus flower, and lotus flowers are they represent something um, very spiritual, like it's a very s- spiritually symbolic flower. Yeah, ultimately, you have somebody new coming in who's like, it's your new bestie. It's somebody who has a lot to offer you. So I'm going with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Let's get some advice. Ace of Swords. We got Temperance again. And the Eight of Cups. There's I feel like this Ace of Swords is it's all about gaining truth and clarity and ultimately victory because of gaining some kind of new understanding. They have the key here. And it's like you're being given the key to to understand what it is that you need to do to be successful, and by successful I mean like to move to a place where you are experiencing all of this joy and lightness. um this is this is allowing yourself, how am I saying this right? It's like knowing that in order for something to come in, something else needs to leave, or someone. We have this bird taking off and this bird either having just landed. I feel like it just landed because she's looking down at it like, oh, hey, there you are. And it's like settling in. It's like this, This is that devil energy or that Queen of Pentacles, and here we have the Queen of Cups coming in. And there's this walking away from like your former community, or from the people that you are used to hanging out with, and you're realizing that it's time to go. It's like a solo path, walking away from what you know doesn't serve you anymore. But again, that can be really difficult when you feel like a really strong attachment. You already know what you need to do, and this is just kind of accepting accepting that that path that you need to head in another direction, because and maybe you're doing that with somebody. Maybe somebody is encouraging you, or someone shows up where you realize, like, oh yeah, this is the direction I'm supposed to go in, and it's not here. Okay. Hopefully I am making sense. Let me go with the Oracle Tarot. Let's get potential outcome here. Yeah. Ten of Wands, put down your burden. Four of Cups, nervous about change. And Five of Swords, challenges and problems. I feel like, yeah, you've been carrying this burden possibly for a long time. This is absolutely about closing out a cycle. But what happens is it puts you into this place of limbo, transition. It's, it's that transformation from the caterpillar to the butterfly, where, it's that cocoon phase where everything breaks down, and the caterpillar turns into caterpillar soup. Like, there's nothing left of that old the old form, because it's all being rebuilt, reworked, and it's intense. Change is absolutely it's not a fun process all the time, most of the time, I would say. But the more that you can try to release your resistance around whatever it is you have to do, whatever you're navigating here, the the easier it will be. It's sort of like taking out, like, not suffering over your suffering. Like, there's going to be an arduous journey that comes once you let something close out. But it's a part of what makes you stronger, what builds you up, what builds character ultimately. Let me get one more. Yeah, see, Eight of Pentacles, talents and skills. You're really, the focus is going to be on what you can do to build yourself up again. To, what it is you want to do that makes you happy. Typically, our talents and skills are things that we cultivate because there's enjoyment from it. And, oftentimes or sometimes we can turn that into something that is lucrative. take your problems and turn them into opportunities. That's what you're going to be doing. And it's setting you on a path that is going to be, there's going to be some kind of success that comes from this because of you putting in the effort, putting in that work to get you where you want to go. So let me finish with an Inner Wisdom card by Wayne Dyer. My destiny is mine to control. Trying to see what the picture is there. When you acquire enough inner peace and feel really positive about yourself, it is almost impossible for you to be controlled and manipulated by anybody else. When you acquire enough inner peace and feel really positive about yourself, trying to, yeah, I think this would speak to this. It is almost impossible for you to be controlled and manipulated by anybody else. So that's what you're working on. That's what this is all about, is you learning to come to that place of inner peace. That's the new perspective that the universe is wanting you to get. And to ultimately feel good about who you are and what you have to offer. Because up to this point, you've somehow given your power away. And now it's taking that power back. Your destiny is yours to control. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.